What's up, y'all? So today we're going to be talking about making mistakes, and I'm so excited because so many people beat themselves up after making a mistake. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. I think you have a lot of people that want to do things perfectly. They want to get things right, and when they don't win, achieve, or end up where they thought they would, they get livid with themselves. Like, they will not forgive themselves. They will literally just beat themselves up and beat themselves up. And you want to know something? That's not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you, friend. It's not gonna help you, because instead of spending that time learning and trying to make yourself aware of why things did not go through, you are beating yourself up for what you did not achieve. And I don't think people understand a lot of times that pushes you back. That pushes you back. That pushes you back from where you're trying to go. When you make a mistake, or when something does not work out, or you were on this path and you get derailed for a little bit, you have to understand what happened, why it happened, and how you're going to respond. Your response matters. It's bullshit always falling out the sky. You got a little bit of bullshit rainfall here, a little bit of bullshit rainfall here. It may be some bullshit drizzle. It may be a goddamn bullshit storm, but that does not matter. Well, it does matter, because it matters about how you're going to handle it. But the reason I'm saying that it really doesn't matter is because if you're somebody who doesn't handle things in a manner that's going to be most beneficial for you, it's going to bring you down. And let me also say this. It's not easy learning how to handle these things. It's not easy when you're trying to develop the proper skills to learn how to handle all these shit storms, because you have to capture a method. You have to be able to do it. And that takes more than just something very simple and easy. It's not like, oh, I can do that. No. Because these situations can vary in intensity. They vary in, subject, and sometimes some people may have some feelings or ties involved in it, which makes it harder to deal with. And sometimes we don't know the proper skills, because hypothetically, say you were raised in a household that was abusive or toxic or unhealthy, or that they just didn't know how to deal with certain things, that they didn't know how to handle going through making mistakes. And sometimes you will absorb that. So that's why I know it's not easy, but that's also why I'm saying what matters is your response, because you could have 10 different people that are faced with the same situation, but they will all have different responses based off what works for them or what they know. And sometimes what you know ain't all that good. And let's get into that for a little bit. Sometimes people think that just because they have been using a method within their family or inner circle has been used, they think that's the best option. But people confuse comfort with many things. People confuse comfort with happiness. People confuse comfort with validity. People confuse comfort with accuracy, because comfort feels good because you're not being forced to be uncomfortable to grow or change. And when we talk about growth and change, you have to be uncomfortable. There is no way around it. In order for you to grow, you have to be uncomfortable. You have to be. And I've just started realizing that. And I have been living with this discomfort for a little minute now, probably a couple of years as I've been growing, and it gets really uncomfortable. It does. But the thing is, that's okay, because that's how you know that you're growing. When somebody is working out, when you're doing some squats, when you're doing some push-ups, when you're doing the damn bicep curls, you know what I'm saying? You feeling pressure wherever you're doing that workout. It hurts. It burns. You feeling it. You feeling it. You feeling it because you're doing something. Does it feel the best? No. But you know what that feeling is, because you know that your muscles are going to grow. And not only that, matter of fact, let's stay on that. And then you nourish yourself with the food, with water, with vitamins, with supplements. You have a schedule for when you want to go work out. You see how there is a method there? You see how there is a schedule there? Do you see how there is organization there? That's how you have to be when you're dealing with these interpersonal things, when you're dealing with failures, when you're dealing with mistakes. One, you need to be nourishing yourself. You need to be nourishing your mind. You need to be nourishing your body. You need to be treating yourself good. You can't expect yourself to be the best person you can be if you do not take care of yourself. You need to speak positive things to yourself. Sometimes, you want to know something I realized that we will do We will tell ourselves, I am so ugly. I don't look good in this. I am so dumb. I am so stupid. Why can't I do anything right? We will beat the shit out of ourselves. We will talk so down on ourselves, and we expect ourselves to feel good. Really, you want to know something? I'm gonna give it to you like this. Say you were dating somebody, and they said all those things that you say to yourself. You think that would be a good relationship? No. So why do you think you doing it to yourself is ever going to cause you to have a good relationship with yourself? If your partner told you you never do anything right, you're so stupid, you're ugly, you're this, you're worthless, you wouldn't take too kindly to that. You would know that that's not a good person to be with. But when you do it to yourself, all of a sudden it's okay. See, a lot of us we do not understand how the way that we treat ourselves will actually reflect. I think a lot of us think that it's not that big of a deal. We think that it has no effect, but it does. And another thing is, I'm going to try to verbalize this in a way that makes as much sense as possible. I think sometimes people want to directly and immediately see something. You know what I'm saying? See a change, see a problem. Sometimes problems are not dead smack in your face. Sometimes they've been woven into you, like perfectly just seamless, woven into you. And you don't know until you actually sit back and examine yourself. And then you start realizing this situation actually was not a good one to be in. This person wasn't good to me. I wasn't being good to myself back then. You start to notice things, but you have to make yourself aware of them when you choose that you may be ready to elevate or change, or you're starting that process to learning yourself and loving yourself. And I think that is definitely when you start to see a lot of these things. And the reason, like, y'all are going to notice when I talk about one topic, I go into a lot of, deeper topics, because I think that all of these things connect. And when it comes to making mistakes, you have to understand that you are always going to make mistakes. You can't avoid making mistakes. Be okay with making mistakes. Mistakes are a part of life. Mistakes are a part of life. You are not going to navigate throughout your life without making a mistake. You can know everything. There are people that have PhDs. The man that went to the moon had still made mistakes. The most intelligent, the best people, the people that you don't think make mistakes, make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We're human. We're human. Perfect is imperfect, and that's okay. You're not going to live your life doing everything. You come into this world knowing nothing. You make mistakes the moment that you are born. That's fine. You're human. Embrace that, because the quicker you can embrace that, the quicker you can embrace yourself, the quicker you can learn and understand yourself and love yourself, the quicker that you get accustomed to who you are as a person, the more positive you notice you're. Did I say that right? Positive. I feel like I said positive. We ain't even gonna talk about it. But the quicker that you realize those things, the more positive you're going to become, and the more you are going to actually see mistakes as a opportunity to learn, rather than an opportunity to bash yourself and to beat yourself up and to hate yourself. Stop doing shit like that. It's not working well for you. And stop speaking negatively to yourself. All of these things tie in. You need to have a healthy mental space in order to ever see a mistake as a learning lesson. Because if you don't, that's probably contributing to why you choose to beat yourself up for making a mistake, rather than actually saying, hey, I did this. Let's examine what happened. Let's see where there was a little slip up. Let's see where there was a mistake. Let's see where I could have went wrong or something else could have went wrong, so I can learn from this. You know what I'm saying? But I have to encourage y'all, you got to get right. You got to mentally get right. You got to get yourself together. You need to start becoming more aware of things, of yourself. And it's hard. It's a long process. And I say, don't start if you aren't ready. Make sure it's something you are ready to do, because none of those processes are easy, especially considering we all come from different backgrounds, and everybody's, where they are on that spectrum is different. And you have to, the process is unique to you. It don't matter what nobody else is doing. This is about you. Don't ever forget that. This is your life. And I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. So that was our little 10-minute talk for today. I love y'all. If y'all ever want me to talk about anything, just drop it in the comment section. But I got y'all. Thank y'all for being here with me and listening to me. I love y'all. And I'm going to go.